So what's up guys, I'm Pixel Sammy, and first of all, this is my first time in 2020 where I'm just showing my face to the camera, and this is my first video where I'm just talking to you guys in such a way. So first of all, Happy New Year, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful year. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I hope you guys are having a lovely night. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about how to shoot some really cool handheld B-roll shots using only your phones, and we are going to do that totally on an iPhone. So let's go. So starting with this particular video, why we are going to use an iPhone for shooting videos, right? So you guys must be wondering why an iPhone? An iPhone because iPhone is really awesome in shooting videos. It can shoot 4K 60 FPS at a really good quality, and the stabilization on this particular thing, guys, it's insane. The stabilization is off the charts. This is one example of a shot which I shot in the mountains in a bus. I shot it in a bus on the mountains. It was a totally hilly area, but the stabilization out of this particular thing, it's totally mind-blowing. So yes, off the charts. I'm just telling you guys, this particular tutorial is going to be a long tutorial because this is going to be a review video as well as a tutorial video. So make sure to watch till the end to learn each and everything really carefully. So yes, shooting videos with your iPhone, we're going to add one more thing, which is adding this particular lens to your iPhone, which is going to take your videos to the next level. Why the next level? This particular lens is called the Anamorphic Lens from a brand named Sandmarc. And yes, what is an anamorphic lens? In films or in actual films, anamorphic lens, or maybe in music videos as well, anamorphic lens are the ones which are used to shoot and gives us stretched videos, and as a result, when de-squeezed in a post-processing software, or maybe some cameras can do it internally as well, it gives a really cool cinematic bars on the top and the bottom, which gives a really cool cinematic feel. Second of all, anamorphic lens gives a really cool horizontal flares, and that is a really cool thing to have. And this particular lens does the job really well. So these are the ones which is compatible with this particular lens. If you guys have a mobile phone which is compatible with this particular lens, I'll recommend buying it because this is a really cool thing to have to take your videos to the next level. So this particular lens does the job of an anamorphic lens really easily and for a really cheap price. And anamorphic lens for cameras, those cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Trust me, those cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And why would you just invest on something for an iPhone or for your mobile phone whatsoever? Because mobile phones are very mobile or very portable as compared to DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, and in many parts of the world, DSLRs and mirrorless cameras are not allowed to shoot inside that particular area, but your mobile phones are most of the times allowed, or videography with your mobile phones most of the times they are allowed, but it might be that your DSLRs aren't. Those are the places where these particular devices really shine. And also, if you want to just be a full-time YouTuber using this particular lens, you can definitely do so. I'll recommend doing it if you guys are on a budget and don't have a budget to buy a new camera. Then you guys can definitely use your smartphone with a new lens attached on it, and it is going to take your YouTube videos to the next level. Smartphone cameras are getting awesome day by day. So yes, I would just suggest, if you guys are not investing or don't want to invest on a new camera right now, use your smartphone to start your YouTube channel. That is a really cool idea to have. Too much blabbering, too much thoughts. Let's just talk a bit about this particular lens. This is made up of glass. The lens is made up of glass. So rest assured, all the picture qualities will totally remain the same. Also, the outer covering is made up of aluminium, which is a really good quality to have. It is really tough and won't break easily, trust me. And also, I'll suggest just buy a cover for your phone as well. If it doesn't support, then you can just buy the clip-on, which is going to work out as well. So yes, enough thoughts, and so just jump right into the tutorial and see how to shoot some awesome B-roll shots using your iPhone or your mobile phone. So the step 1, get a manual camera app. Manual camera apps are really awesome for shooting videos. First of all, if you use this particular lens, it is going to be a stretched out video, right? Because of the anamorphic lens. There are some apps such as Filmmaking Pro, which is going to automatically de-squeeze the video inside the app itself. Otherwise, you can definitely do that in post-processing software such as Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, DaVinci, etc. But yes, if you guys can do it directly on the phone, it is just a added bonus, right? A manual camera app is really important for various reasons. For example, focus peaking, manual focus. Manual focus is really important for filmmaking. If you are a filmmaker, make sure to use manual focus, and it is going to give you a lot of freedom while you are shooting something, because autofocus might sometimes do not focus on the right thing. But if you're shooting manual focus on an iPhone or a phone which is really easy to use because of the touch screen, you can definitely use the manual focus. So yes, step 2, shoot the B-roll. Add some dynamic nature to the B-roll, add some perspective to the B-roll, add some macro shots to the B-roll. So these are some example shots of the place which I recently visited last month, in the month of I guess it was end of winter, it was end of December basically. So this particular case, I just shot an example of how a regular Instagrammer will shoot this particular area for his Instagram story. And this is how an YouTuber or a content creator or someone like Jesse Driftwood would shoot the video for your Instagram stories. And maybe it is a horizontal video. Just see how it actually looks. The difference is pretty amazing, right? There are dogs fighting outside my home, so please ignore that particular voice. So yes, coming back. So as you can see, for this particular scenario, I've used a different perspective. For example, for this particular bridge, I shot from lower ground to the upper ground, adding a little bit more perspective, a different perspective to the video. This is what other YouTubers or other content creators like, or your audience like basically. So adding a different perspective, they like to see something new, right? If you are creating something new, such as a different perspective altogether, they are going to get attracted to your account. Maybe they will give a follow, maybe they will follow you up, etc. So for the second shot, the sky shot, don't just shoot a sky shot from up to down. For a sky shot, just maybe rotate your camera. For your mobile phone, rotating your mobile phone is tremendously easy. Just rotate your camera just like this, and it is going to give you a lot of dynamic nature to your shot, adding a really cool effects to the entire shot altogether. The third trick, add some macro shots. In the place which I have been, there are lots and lots of macro shots for the leaves, flowers, other areas altogether, adding a little bit more nature to the entire video, nature to the nature of the video. I added nature to the nature of the video. That is a really cool thing to have, right? So yeah, add some dynamic shots, different angle shots, different perspective shots, and this looks like the final result. And yes, this is not the end. The music and the sound design really plays an important role in this particular thing as well. When you're shooting, you are going to hear a lot of sounds. When I was shooting, I was hearing all the surreal nature's voices. For example, a chirping of the birds, flies moving around, wind gushing out of the leaves. Those are some of the moments which you want to show in your videos also. Don't just put a background music and place all the videos onto this. This is not going to look good. If you are placing all the sound effects, all the sound design, how the background and the areas looked, how it sounded, the gushing of the wind, the chirping of the birds, the flies moving around, we are walking past them, our footsteps, all the small things, these minute details are the ones which is going to take your video to the next level. And if you're doing this perfectly, it is going to be really awesome. I take all the music from Soundstripe, so if you guys are liking this particular music, then you guys can definitely check the link in the description. You guys will get a little bit of discount if you are buying from my referral code. So yes, the second one being sound design. Sound design is also included in Soundstripe. All the sound effects are also from Soundstripe, so you guys can definitely download all the ones from there. Otherwise, you can definitely check out my ambient sound effects path. There are two paths. You can definitely download them for free. Those are also good ones, and use some proper sound effects, some relevant sound effects. Don't just randomly add sound effects, right? So that is going to take your video to the next level. And this is the final result with everything along with color grading. I added a little bit of color grading to it. And because of the fact that it was a natural area, I used all the surreal dissolve transitions and all. And if you have a lot of energy in your videos, maybe a dance video or some kind of other video, then do make sure to have speed ramps and other fast transitions, just the way I usually make. So fast transitions, speed ramps are usually for more energetic videos, but for surreal nature video like the ones right here, this is going to be a really cool thing to have. Now yes, I used this particular lens to shoot all these particular things, but yes, as it was a daytime, there was not much flares going around, and it did give all the cinematic bars on the top and the bottom and a little bit of different feel to the entire video. Now just to show some examples of how this particular lens is capable of, I'm just showing some new cool nighttime shots using this particular lens in my locality. So this is a winter night, right? So I have just color graded all the yellow lights in the form of a blue light. So it simply just symbolizes winter. Blue light, cold, nature symbolizes winter, right? So I've added all the color grading, the sound effects, and you know, this particular lens shows all the flares of the different lights, such as in this particular scenario, this is going to show all the flares of this particular light. And it looks really cool. The cinematic bars, the flares are the ones which attracts me a lot, and this is something which a lot of people don't actually do. So you can definitely do this particular thing for your iPhone or for your iPhone photography or videography. Now yes, just definitely let me tell you guys some things about this particular lens. Of course, it is an anamorphic lens. It looks like this. Now make sure that this particular lens is totally horizontal with the phone, like the horizontal part or the stretched part is totally horizontal with the phone. Otherwise, if you just keep it like this or like this, your entire video will bend like the way it is showing on the screen. And do make sure to check all the apps on the internet or on the app store. It is going to save you a ton of time, especially the manual focus and the focus peaking and all those stuff. That is going to save you a ton of time. Trust me, a manual camera app is really worth it. I have actually placed a free version down below as well as the Filmmaking Pro, which is the best version, and you can get log footage out of Filmmaking Pro, which is so awesome. Log footage out of a camera on your smartphone, pretty amazing, right? So yeah, that is all the positive things about this particular lens. Good, you know, good quality, good glass, there is app, good flares, black bars, all the things, kind of good, you know, cover also. Now there are some complaints about this particular things which I did not like about this particular lens. First of all, this cover is really good quality cover. It is really tough as well. However, it is really smooth. It is too smooth for someone like me to hold it. Yes, of course I can hold it properly, right? But for cinematic filmmaking, I want to have a proper grip on the cover. This is totally too smooth. If it is a little bit too rough, like the raunchiness, like the rubber on the raunchiness, I can get a grip really easily. I want something like that. So maybe you guys can definitely improve it if you guys are watching this. And also one more thing, the bottom part of the lens, dust can get really easily inside that particular area, but that is not their fault. That is the case for all the lens on the internet, all the lens out there. That is a really good disadvantage. So just make sure to clean that particular area properly, otherwise you're going to get some dust accumulated on the inside part of the lens, which is not good. So that is enough for this particular video. I hope you guys liked this particular tutorial. It was a long tutorial, I swear. It is around 20 minutes in my camera, which is going to shorten down, I guess, around 11 minutes or 12 minutes. So I hope you guys like this particular video. I hope you guys like the tips I showed for handheld B-roll shots. I hope you guys like this particular Sandmarc Anamorphic Lens. It is totally worth it if you guys are actually serious about iPhone filmmaking, and if you guys don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a new camera, then make sure to get a phone that is going to save you a ton of time, and it is very portable. It is really, stealth mode. It can be used anywhere out there. No one is going to say anything about your mobile phone. No one is going to say anything while you are recording with your mobile phone. If you are using your DSLR, maybe there's some cases where you might not be allowed to use a DSLR. You can use a iPhone. That is a really cool thing to have. So iPhone filmmaking and cameras in general are growing and growing and growing day by day, and because of that, I'm sure many of you guys are actually considering the iPhone filmmaking area or the mobile filmmaking area, and having a small investment like this, like a lens and some small tips from my channel and some music from Soundstripe actually makes a lot of difference. So if you guys like this particular video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below. We can definitely start a chat down below, and how you guys feel about it, how you guys feel about these particular items. And this is Pixel Sammy. We'll be back with another video soon. Peace out.